Next, we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing algebraic fractions. Now, these follows the exact same rules as multiplying and dividing numerical fractions. So I'm just going to multiply that top line. M times m makes m squared, and 4 times 3 makes 12. So my answer is m squared over 12. Now I have x over 2 times y over x squared. Just like with before, we can either simplify to start or we can simplify at the end. So I'm going to do it for both. In red, I'm going to do simplifying at the start. So x over 2 times y over x squared. So obviously x and x squared have a factor in common, it's x. X will go into x once and it will go into x squared and leave you with just x. So this is now a half times y over 2 y over x. So y times 1 is y, and 2 times x is 2x. Okay, in the blue, I'm simplifying at the end. So multiplying top lines together, I get xy. Multiplying bottom lines together, I get 2x squared y. No, sorry, 2x squared. And then you can just see I have an x here and an x squared there. So my answer is y over 2x. Either will get you the same answer and are perfectly acceptable forms of calculating the answer. Okay, obviously these have got to get more involved and more tricky. So we have 4rs over 3t times 6t squared over 7r cubed s squared. Okay, I'm going to simplify before I start. So I'm going to start with my numerical terms, and the 3 and the 6 will simplify. 3 can be divided by 3 once, and it can be divided into 6 twice. Okay, now I'm going to look at my algebraic terms. T will cancel with this t squared to leave with just t. And then now we're going to look at rs. R here will cancel the cube term down here and drop it down to a squared. And the s term here will cancel the squared term here. So just so that we can write this out nice and clear, I'm now doing 4 over t times 2t over 7r squared s. No, sorry, that bottom line should just be a 1, not a t. Okay, because we've cancelled everything on that bottom line. So 4 over 1 times 2t over 7r squared s. Okay, and then multiplying the top line, I get 8t. Multiplying the bottom line, I get 7r squared s. And there's my final answer. Now moving on to division. Again, division is exactly the same. We are looking for the inverse fraction here. So in that case, it's 5 over p. So we're doing p over 9 multiplied by 5 over p, and this p and this p will cancel. So now my answer is very straightforward. It's 5 over 9. Okay, let's make this a bit more tricky. 3t over 7 divided by 4 over 21t squared. Again, this fraction, I'm going to make my inverse. So 21t squared over 4. Then I'm multiplying 3t over 7. Okay, and then now I can cancel. 7 will go into 7 once, and it will go into 21 3 times. So I now have 3t. I now have 3t times 3t squared for my top line. So I have 9t cubed, and then 4 times 1, which is 4. And finally, again, we're upping the ante just slightly. I have 4mn divided by over p divided by 2mn squared over 15p to the power 4. Starting in the exact same place, I'm going to change this one. So I'm multiplying by 15p to the power 4 over 2mn squared. So 4mn is now being multiplied by that. Okay, and I'm going to simplify. 5 will go into 15 and 5 once and 3 times. 4 and 2 can be divided by 2 once and twice. This m will cancel with this m. This n will cancel the n squared. And this p will cancel the p to the power 4 and drop it down to 3. So just so I have this nice and clear, I now have 2 over 1 times 3p cubed over over n. So my answer is 6p cubed over n.